Hello everyone, my name is Armin. I'm Relationship Manager for Google AdWords in Southeast Asia. And in the next 15 minutes, I would like to share with you how you can use a display ad builder to create all kinds of display ads and rich media ads, be it static image ads or flash ads, video ads. I would also like to introduce you to Twitter ads. The Twitter ads are quite a new ad format, and they basically display your latest Twitter message in the ad, while the ad is showing within our display ad network. So if after these 15 minutes you would have to take away 3 things, I would love to see that it is these 3. First of all, you can use a display ad builder to test your marketing messages and to test the display ads variations that you consider for your marketing campaign. The second thing is you can use Twitter for a creative take on your marketing campaigns, but also to push marketing messages that are very time sensitive. And finally, it would be great if you could remember that all these things here can be done very easily. So let me explain to you how easy it is. So Google believes that display should be accessible to all kinds of advertisers, no matter how big or small they are, no matter what their business scope is or the technical savviness. And this is especially true for advertisers who are new to display advertising. So therefore, we try to create an ad creation process which is as simple as possible. The Display Ad Builder tool is a tool that you can access through your AdWords account, which you create once you start advertising with us. And in this account, there's a little button that says Create a New Ad. You click on this, and then you basically have just the 3 steps that you see here. You select a template from our gallery, which contains a comprehensive set of templates. The next thing you do is you customize this template. So you can use different fonts, colors, background colors. You can upload images and logos. You can change a display URL and so forth. And finally, once you're happy with the changes that you have done, you just save these changes, and then your ads are pretty much ready to go and to show on our display network. So let me explain to you a little further what I mean with customizing these templates. Because I'm not talking about 2 or 3 templates and 4 or 5 colors or fonts. I'm really talking about dozens of templates. I'm talking about hundreds of fonts that you can use, and I'm talking about literally every color that is displayable on the internet. You can recreate this color to match your branding and your overall marketing design. So when it comes to the templates themselves, we have categorized them so it's easy for you to find the one that suits your needs the most. So for example, we have categorized them by industry, so you can go for look for only for templates that are targeting the finance vertical, or you could look only for retail-specific or educational-specific templates. But we also have a special category which we labeled seasonal templates. So these are around 50 templates only. So they do target on cover-specific days, such as Mother's Day, Christmas, or Valentine's Day. A special feature that is also worth to mention is that while you create these ads and while you adjust the templates, you have a preview phase which shows up to 6 different ad variations. And so whenever you do any changes to the display ad, for example, you change the descriptive line or the headline, it will show in these templates right away. So you can see within a second how the new design will look like. You heard me saying earlier that I would like to see you using the Display Ad Builder as a tool to test your marketing message and to test different versions of your display ad. Let me elaborate on this a little bit. So this tool allows you to quickly and easily create display ads. You have dozens of templates, and you can incorporate all kinds of elements such as logos, product images. You can change colors, fonts, messaging, and so forth. So this is quite a perfect testing environment, if you ask me. And the thing is, you just don't have to take my word for it, but actually there are quite many agencies out there already who use it in this way. So for example, the interactive agency Razorfish, they shared with us that they phrase it this way. They see it as a great creative sandbox, which allows them to quickly test and iterate with new ad formats and capabilities. So some of you might be interested, like, okay, so what is this testing all about, right? I will see the results later when I drive my AdWords campaign or online advertising campaign anyway. So the thing is, if you're coming from a search engine marketer background, you are probably used to have like 4 or 5 different text ads, and you run them for a while. You will review the stats in your AdWords account after a while. You'll see how many clicks you got, how many impressions you got, how many conversions you got, and so forth. So it is easy for you to just delete all the text ads that didn't work, and then you just go for the most successful text ad. However, with display ads, it's a different story because they are just more complex, more difficult to build, and more costly. So once you go for one display ad, you want to make sure that it is as perfect as it can be. So like in Google itself, we also did our testings on our own display ads. And in this case, you see 2 versions of an ad promoting the display ad builder. So these ads mainly differ in the background color, in the call to action on the click button, and on the descriptive headline. So we did 2 kinds of testing with these ads. First, we did do A and B testing. Means like we just ran the one ad for a while, and then we ran the other ad for a while. And after like, say, 3 to 4 weeks, we knew like how the reaction of our target audience was towards these ads. Then we did another test because we wanted to know how do the single elements of these ads, how do they, like how does our target audience react to this? So what we did was multivariate analysis, or testing, if you will. So we took just the same ad, and again, we just changed only the call to action, the click to call, the click button, or we only changed the background button, and we only changed the display, the descriptive ad text. And so like we let this ad run for a while, and each time we could kind of filter and isolate the most successful element. So in the end, we had really a lot of information about like which elements are most appealing to our target audience. And this enabled us to create quite the perfect ad. So let's move to the next topic. And I think I gave it away already in the introduction, but see who listened to me like right from the start. So on this slide, you can see a couple of things. Like you see Google, you see the Singapore Zoo, you see Barack Obama, and you see Britney Spears. So what do all these people have in common? Anyone? Any idea? Sorry? Twitter? Yeah, I hear Twitter, exactly. So they are on Twitter. They share their messages with their target audience on Twitter. They try to create communities. They try to engage a certain user base. And not only these guys do this, but there are lots of private and public people and companies who use Twitter this way. And we from Google AdWords try to give you like a tool at hand to take a very creative and innovative tool to take advantage of your social networking activities. So let's recap quickly, like how do the Twitter ads work? So Twitter ads show on our display network, but what do they show? They get the message from your latest Twitter message. So it means they display your latest Twitter messages in the ad, and these ads are shown on our advertising network. So this means that the ads are always up to date. You can even post 3, 4, 5 marketing messages every day, if you will. What happens in the background is basically that your Twitter account feed runs through a feed burner, and this is how the ads get the message. Let's have a look at the benefits that you have when you use Twitter ads. So first, like they're always up to date. You update your Twitter message, and then these ads will show these Twitter messages, and the ads show on websites that you would like to target. So they show right at the audience that you want to reach out to. Then to make it more dynamic, it just doesn't show only one Twitter message, but it cycles through the last 20 Twitter messages. So like these ads never get boring, they always have to show something else. Then we also included in this ad template a button that says, follow me on Twitter. So actually, this is our approach to make sure that whoever clicks on your ad and whoever will visit you on Twitter really has a clear intention, which is following you on Twitter. So the relevancy for these kinds of ads is very, very high. And finally, one important thing to note, of course, is that the display ad network offers you, no matter if you go with flash ads, video ads, image ads, or Twitter ads, it offers you a reach of millions of users globally and even across the region. So what can you do with Twitter ads? What would be kind of use cases or scenarios? So first of all, if you have time-sensitive marketing messages to push out, then Twitter ads are for you. So for example, you have a sales promotion or you have a discount and it's only valid for 3 days. So how the heck do you get a marketing message out online in such a short time? You just go into your Twitter account, update the marketing message, make sure that you have set up your Twitter ads in your AdWords account before, and you are good to go. Or imagine you are publishing the coolest movie ever, which is coming in a few weeks, and you want to create a branding campaign for that. You want to create a buzz around it. So what you would probably do is try to create really a buzz around it and try to post as many messages as possible, create awareness for this. And finally, what this is also good for, and there might be probably much more use cases than displayed here, is to create user engagement. So if you, for example, wonder, how do my customers, or how does my target audience like the products that I offer, the services that I offer? Maybe if I have a restaurant, I want to know how they like a certain dish. I can ask them via Twitter, and I can push out this marketing message to all websites, in case you're a restaurant, on all these kinds of websites which deal with food on Singapore. And this way I will get, first, a lot of feedback on how people perceive my business, but also I will be able to engage them via Twitter and create a community and engage with your target audience. So again, if there are 3 things that you take away from these slides, I hope it is that you understood that you can, the display ad builder, to create and test marketing messages and display ads, that you can use a Twitter account to offer to your clients or to your own company, that you use Twitter ads for creative marketing campaigns and for time-sensitive marketing messages. And finally, remember, it's super easy. Thank you very much.